so we just did a bad thing.
Previously on the Details, we packed up our first campsite and we did some epic off-roading, and we ended our last video in Wendover, Nevada. And we are starting off right where we left off, in Wendover, Nevada. Actually, Wendover, Utah. Wendover is a town that straddles the border of Utah and Nevada, and it's a really interesting place. There's casinos everywhere, and it's a pretty cool place. There's a lot of ghost towns off of Wendover. I really want to go back and spend a lot more time in Wendover, just because of all the ghost towns around there. But we had a plan. We were headed to go hang out with some of Alex's relatives. So we got in the car bright and early and hit up the Mickey D's and hit the road.
Good morning. Today we are gonna go up the mountain. That mountain out there.
You can see those right there.
We're gonna go to Park City, Utah today.
Yes.
It's it actually wasn't originally on our list of things to do. But we're staying with some of Alex's family members, and then we're like, oh yeah, Park City's here. So
right next door.
We've kind of looked up a couple things, but we're just gonna go and see what we can get into.
We haven't had like an itinerary. We just
like to like look things up and like see what's out there and what we can do.
For our whole week trip, this has been our only destination.
Yep, and we're here.
We're here, so we can do whatever we want.
Yep, but first we need to go eat breakfast.
We've been in Park City. Got lunch at No Name Saloon. It's pretty good.
Woo!
Some good beers too.
The slopes are closed today.
I know.
It looks like there is a lift going up to, I think that's another part of the hotel though.
Yeah, you can barely see right there. It's like I don't even know what that is, but it's
this
lifting
still
people up.
This is not the Olympic Park. We're on the hunt. There's not like a thing that's like, oh, this is the Olympic Park.
But it could have been this. Those slopes up there.
Those are freaking steep.
I know. Who knows? Who knows where we're at? We don't. We don't know nothing. We're just cruising around. Kelsi been spending all the monies.
No.
What'd you get?
I got a Helly Hansen base layer, a Leafa Merino wool base layer.
Yeah.
For all of our future camping excursions. These are freaking expensive. This was like $70.
30% off, and it was $70.
I feel like that's one thing. I mean, okay, most famous YouTubers get sponsored by companies, but like when all these people go out in the snow, they have all this fancy gear. It's expensive, and
it's dollars. It is.
If they didn't pay for
dollars.
It, they're lucky. But we pay for ours, and it's $70, and it hurt. But yeah. I've been looking for a base layer for a while now, and we had just enough alcohol at lunch to be like, okay, yeah, well, $70.
It's 30% off, and merino base layers aren't cheap, no matter what you look at. So to get a good quality one for $70 is not that bad.
Olympic Park. We just have to decide if we want to go in or not. It's blizzarding, so you know, it's blizzarding.
Camera hog, I'm just putting it right at you. If it happens to capture anyone else, that's fine. Oh my god. That's true.
So, oh, David Poopy.
We finally found the Winter Olympics Center. I totally recommend you guys go and check it out. It's pretty cool. It's just a bunch of videos and pictures and kind of telling you about the athletes who participated in the Winter Olympic Games, but we did not film anything. Here are some fun pics that we took while we were inside.
So we just did a bad thing. We went to Krispy Kreme donuts.
Is it bad?
We never get donuts,
the
ever.
Best thing?
As we were just talking about, like, we went to Trader Joe's, we got all this healthy food for camping, but we're going on hikes, so...
Yeah, well, you know what? When's the last time you've had a Krispy Kreme? It's been years for me.
It's been... Since we went on our way to meet your parents.
That was a long time ago. That was like 7 years ago. Yeah. You can get Krispy Kremes every 7 years. You're alright.
People these days.
After visiting Alex's family for a couple of days and getting to explore a little bit of what Utah had to offer, we will be back, by the way, Utah, we decided to hit the road again. We just also decided to start heading home, but do not fret. We decided to take the long way home, aka Highway 50, aka the loneliest road in America. We wanted to see what trouble we could get into on the loneliest road. I don't know if you can hear me. This is where we're taking our lunch break. And in case anybody was curious, the ride we choose to do all our adventuring in is my Toyota FJ 2013. It can pretty much go anywhere, and I love it as our little travel vehicle. There's so many upgrades I want to do, but we can make a whole nother video about that. The plan for the night was to make it to Great Basin National Park. It was approximately a 4-hour drive from Salt Lake City. It was also surrounded by some super cool historical sites. What we didn't plan on was the amount of snow there would be in the area. We normally try to plan our camping on BLM land or at free campsites, but in this case, all free camping was closed due to weather, and there was only one campsite open. Not the best case scenario for us, especially since we have Kiko, who does way better off leash. But we made do and made the best with what we had. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you our little setup. So you can probably hear the water. There's our camp chairs and our stove. Here's this. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. It truly means the world to us. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to keep following our story, and feel free to follow us on our Instagrams. Those are really the only socials that we have. So all that information is down below, and we look forward to seeing you guys next. Bye.